Good evening, VV Nation, and welcome to the channel. My name is Glenn, Senior Stock Market Strategist for VectorVest. Glad to have you here. Glad that I'm here with you today. I'm excited about tonight's video because in the most recent GTC presentation, Jason Wong, the CEO of NVIDIA, brought up a very important piece of information that's affecting the AI space.
One big idea is that every single data center in the future will be power limited. Your revenues are power limited. You can figure out what your revenues are going to be based on the power you have to work with. This is no different than, like many other industries. And so we are now a power limited industry. Our revenues will associate with that. Well, based on that, you want to make sure you have the most energy efficient compute architecture you can possibly get.
So with that being said, power limited, not only power limited in order to run the AI infrastructure, but power limited that's going to affect the pockets of all of these AI companies. No matter what they do, if they're power limited, they're going to be limited in as far as they can go. So the next big industry for me are going to be the stocks that are going to be able to provide the energy to support the AI infrastructure. So I've got a list of stocks here. This is just a bonus right here. If you're looking at some of the top stock picks, depending on what's going on, category chips, NVIDIA, AMD, AVGO, Intel, Cloud, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, Oracle, Energy. This is what we're going to concentrate on tonight. NE, CEG, BEPC, Brookline, Brookstone, TSLA, data centers, EQIX, DLR, VRT, networking, ANET, MRVL, and hardware servers, SMCI. So with all of that being said, that's just a bonus for you to segment what stocks you want to look at pertaining to a specific category. Now, let's talk about the energy side of it. Next Era Energy, leading renewable energy provider, supports green data centers. Constellation recently got a contract from the government to provide energy for their AI. Nuclear, key word there, nuclear-focused, stable energy source, perfect for 24/7 data center loads. Brookfield, global hydro, wind, and solar. So it's not just nuclear, but we're going to have to tap into everything to generate the power that's needed. We're going to need like 100 times more the power that we've got right now to satisfy the energy needs for AI. Brookfield, global hydro, wind, and solar projects tied to hyperscale demand. And last but not least, Tesla, via the Tesla Energy, battery storage, which are megapacks, solar systems, potential dark horse in energy infrastructure. So again, Tesla's got their hands in a lot of things, and maybe this could be a bolster for Tesla in the energy space outside of the vehicles and everything else that Elon Musk does. I told you, it's hard to bet against Elon in the long term. All right, so I've got those stocks, but I've got other stocks that I'm going to take a look at as well. Here's my complete list of the stocks. We've got 11 stocks for you to keep your eyes on. These stocks have the potential to explode in a big way because they are the companies that AI is depending on to provide the energy needed to support the AI infrastructure. You got to listen to that. To support the AI infrastructure, and there's so much money going into that infrastructure right now, these companies are going to be on the precipice of explosive moves. Now, many of you know a lot of these stocks, but some of them you may not know. Nonetheless, this is my list of stocks in that space. Now, I've got 11 of them. I've taken these back to January 2nd of 2025. I want to see the momentum behind these stocks. Which ones have run? Which ones have already shown that they've got the capability to really explode in 2025? Let's quick test them all into right now. Interesting. 6 losers, 5 winners out of 11. Let's sort this by percentage price change. Where are the big movers? NNE, nuclear. Oklo, BEPC, SMR, Nuclear, Talon Energy. I really like that stock. I'm going to do a video on that stock on why I like it so much. But, not every one of these are going up. GEV all the way down to Enphase. Yes, Enphase is in the list. CEG, VTS, NE being the main story, down over that time period. But I'm telling you, these are the stocks that you've got to keep your eyes on. All right, let's go into some news for some of these stocks. Secular uptrend makes this utility a giant buy. NE is well positioned to benefit from Florida's economic growth and increasing demand for renewable energy, particularly through subsidiary Florida Power and Light Company. NE's consistent dividend growth, high return on high ROI, high ROE, the robust cash flow generation make it reliable income and a growth investment despite potential regulatory risks. All right, that's the first one. Constellation, buy this nuclear power leader as the demand hits early stages. Again, these companies are on the precipice to start the run as they really ramp up into being able to supply more energy for the AI space. Despite the recent stock correction, CEG's strong fundamentals, long-term contracts, and growing demand for nuclear energy make it a compelling buy. The company's revenue has grown significantly, and operating income has surged due to lower expenses and greater operational efficiencies. Risks include valuation concerns and competition from China's DeepSeek, but CEG's growth potential and market position remain strong. How about Brookfield? Brookfield Renewable Clean Energy is not going away. I'm telling you, not going away. The company is on track to increase projects commissioned annually to 10 gigawatts by 2027, even as an investor sentiment towards clean energy continues to dip. BHP remains a buy on 37% discount to their $25 per note liquidation value and 7.34 yield on cost. Oklo announces a milestone in the pathway to deploy first commercial powerhouse in Idaho. The agreement reached in collaboration with the Department of Energy and local Shoshone-Bannock tribes aims to ensure that Oklo follows environmental regulations throughout the site investigation process for future location of its Aurora nuclear powerhouse. Oklo has been focusing on its timeline to get nuclear reactors on the ground, targeting the first deployment in 2027, and signed deals with partners including data center operator Switch and fuel developer Lightbridge. Last story, GE Verona to supply 109 turbines for 2 RW wind farms in Texas. I got a problem with wind farms, but we're going to still need to have those wind turbines to produce electricity as well. RWE is repowering its 127 megawatt Forest Creek wind farm near Big Springs, Texas, and will kick off construction of the 181 megawatt Honey Mesquite project in fall of 2025, delivering a combined 308 megawatt of clean energy with 109 of GE Verona's 2.8 megawatt wind turbines. Okay. So there's news behind what these stocks are doing. Let's get into the software and let's go take a look at these stocks once again. So again, we looked at these stocks from the beginning of the year so we get to see year to date what these stocks are doing. I've given some news on some of these stocks. I want to see which ones have the best. Let's go stream this. All right. So as of the time I'm recording this video, let's go look at the RVs. Which ones have the best RV? NE, GEV, CEG at 1.10 and Talon Energy at 1.02. Which ones are in the uptrend right now? Talon Energy at 1.28, BEPC at 1.15, and NE Extra at 1.04. All right. Earnings growth, let's sort by that. Which stocks have the best earnings growth? GEV, Talon, CEG. Oh, let's get that over there. There we go. And NE all have double-digit earnings growth. So which stocks would I buy now? Based upon everything I just talked about, which stocks would I buy now? I tell you that this is probably going to be the next booming industry, because as we get more and more involved in AI infrastructure, this group of stocks is going to play a big role. And with them playing a big role, probably big price moves to the upper side of the spectrum. Go to the portfolios. I just initiated this portfolio a couple of days ago. All right, it's only up 0.84%. But if I'm looking for what's moving now, let's go over to the ROI. Which stocks would I take advantage of right now? Look at this. Talon Energy, 2.98%. Oklo, 2.13%. CCJ, over 2%. Brookfield, 1.9%. SMR, 1.74%. CEG, look at these stocks in just a couple of days, already up in excess of 1%. The stocks that are hurting me right now in this portfolio, VTS, Nano Nuclear Energy, and Enphase. Folks, I still think that this is going to be a hot space. You need to get ready to rock and roll with these now. Let the stocks come to you. Look at the graphs. Where are the stocks sitting? Is it the right time to buy? Is it setting up? Is it already moving? Folks, you have in your hands probably one of the next best industries of stocks to take a look at. If you're brand new to the channel and you like what you saw, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon. For those of you who are already here all the time, you like what you saw here, hit the like button. Make sure you share this content, because this could be really, really big, folks. A lot of people are thinking that it's going to happen, it's going to happen. It needs to happen sooner rather than later. If you would like to have a subscription, a trial subscription to the VectorVest software, don't forget to go to www.vectorvest.com/YT. Folks, this analysis that I did could be done very simply, and you need to have it. $9.95 for 30 days. Folks, this video is over. And until the next time, see ya.